Welcome back, guys. So, has been a while. Sorry, guys, last year, with the MS-18 MS-32 video, I'm working on day 691 on the stranded island. Haven't seen civilization in a very long time. But anyways, today I came to you guys because as someone myself that loves the utmost aggressive razors, I want the closest to shave it a double edge can offer. Well, Merkur Futur, or if you're new, Merkur Future, it's been regarded as the potato peeler, as well, its nickname. Well, there's an issue with it that some come from the factory, sometimes it may happen whenever you clean it, put it back together, where the base plate gets spun around 180 degrees, and yes, it messes with the aggression, but there's videos on how to fix that. I want to show you guys, for those of us that loves to just scrape the skin right off, there is an extra trick to get it even more aggressive. And I'll give you a hint. The trick comes from the Parker variant. So with that said, let's go get the camera set up. Let's check it out. All right, so we have the razor. The first thing you're gonna do before anything else is take the blade out. Again, make sure you take that blade out. You don't wanna cut yourself. So when you look at the base plate in the middle part, the little thing that sticks out should be completely against the base plate. Nothing, no wiggle room at all. If there is, you check it. So put it back together. Again, with your blade out, you're gonna squeeze it together and keep it squeezed together and unscrew the handle. You'll have your handle, nothing to fall out. You'll have your base plate and the spring, and then that, which you can't lose anything, so don't worry about that. Now, mine was adjusted correctly. I want to be more aggressive, which will increase the gap between that post and the base plate just a little bit, which makes it that much more aggressive. You can feel it. I've shaved with it already like that. You can actually feel it. So once you've got it flipped around 180 degrees, squeeze this back together. It can be kind of hard. You can use a table if you want to. Thread it back together. Make sure the spring's in the middle. Thread it back together and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Got to make sure it's bottomed out. You have to make sure. If you don't, it's going to be way out of adjustment. Get on with it, dude. So now that I've got it flipped around backwards, we're going to take the top cap off. Look at that. There's a cap there now. Just like that. So now, what the issue is because that little gap, it may not look like much. You can actually feel the difference in the shave. You can actually feel the difference. So, anyways, now where it comes into, for those of us that want a stupidly crazy aggressive shave, even if it's just a, for a one-time thing to play around and try it out, you're gonna take it like this. Again, it's down on one. It doesn't have to be, but somewhere. Squeeze it together. You notice how I can do this. I couldn't before on one. That also tells you that your adjustment's off because it shouldn't be able to do that. It should be solid. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. Squeeze it. And normally you could stop at, 6.5. Normally, 1 over 6.5. So like the Parker variant, squeeze it. All the way to 6.5 again. And the base plate top cap is still rigid, but the blade gap and the blade exposure is going to be crazy now. And I do not recommend anybody try this because the chance of you cutting yourself is just it's ridiculous. But now that I've got it adjusted to 6.5, I cannot go another rotation or the base plate starts scooting around. So you have to stop here, and which would be 13, 6.5, 6.5, 13. And even on setting 1, it'd be equivalent to 7 if it could go far enough on the factory setting. So we are up on 6.5, which is 13. And guess what? We're gonna do a face shave. So with that said, I'll be back in a minute. Just a heads up, there might be blood. There's a chance. So if there is, heads up ahead of time. Let's go. All right, so I have a fresh feather blade in there. I've reversed the plates, taken it to 6, squeezed it, went over to 1, released it, then spun it to 6.5 again. So it's as aggressive as this razor is going to get. You can do shimming from here, where you put like blank blades underneath it to straighten the blade out even more, make it more aggressive. do it. I do have my A&E What's Pink, my kind of control soap they use for videos. It's going to lather up. We'll do a face shave. We're going to do one pass. Nothing extravagant. My white shave shirt disappeared during my move. I mean when I got lost on this abandoned island. This is a horrible lather. Anyways, let's get started. Alright, so I'm up on 6.5 of the highest setting. You can't see because of the glare, but it's on 6.5. So let's go. I'm not going to watch the camera. It's not bad. I say that, and the Icon Shavecraft I have, the most aggressive head on the market, I think it's the MRA. It's the heaviest handle from Maggot razor. Everyone makes it. That is a truly scary razor that I love to shave with. Because there's that part. Something I was thinking about the other day, you can hear that feedback so well. I've never done a full face shave on video with a straight razor. And I've always wanted to because that's what I always shave with. But every time that I've had a video come out on a face shave, it's been reviewing a double edge. So I do want to change that eventually. If you guys want to see that, let me know down in the comments. Do a full face shave. This is surprisingly tame, it really is. But we also haven't made it to the hard part. Okay, here comes the hard part. Again, 6.5, the base plate 100 degrees, and then it's 12 over, well 6 over, so it's 13. Here we go. I do a lot of body shaving, and I have done it without the extra 6.5, but just the base plate. We'll spend 180, and you can feel a difference. It's more aggressive, but not crazy. I mean, this is a highly efficient razor in my opinion, but it's not an aggressive razor in my opinion. There is a difference there. But this shave's nice. Now there was a bump on my chin that I've only been shaving for a few days my face, so it opened that bump back up. I felt it cut through it. But it is shaving very nicely. Alright, so that lump was big to begin with, and I forgot it was there. But feeling it, everything is, for one pass, honestly pretty smooth. This is like a shavette. Again, if you guys want to see me shave with my straight razors, let me know. I'll do a full face shave with it. But as for this, again, I do not recommend anyone do it with this. It is extremely dangerous. And just like with shavettes, if you got a small little bump there, you don't have to be able to feel it. It'll find it. It's extremely dangerous, especially if you're using a feather. But it is fun. So if you are a veteran shaver, been doing it for multiple years, and you're really comfortable on super aggressive razors, this is the hardest razor I've ever shaved with. I don't know why it's so bad. But it's a hard shaver razor I've ever shaved with. It is extremely nice. So it does every shave with it is impressive. So this has been my video on the Merkur Futur on fixing it or unfixing, depending on how you want to word it. But yeah, if yours does have that gap, do the directions like I said, and make sure that gap is gone. And then if you want to adjust it up, you can, but you won't really need to. And then do not ever do what I did where I took it to 13. Anyways, you got any questions for me? Put down in the comments. I do want to thank you guys very much for watching. I do hope to see you guys again sometime. I know it's been a while. I've missed you guys. Haven't been able to really upload here.